Now at 4, we will take you to opening day of the Indiana State Fair.
Oh, and the weather was spectacular for opening day at the State Fair. Sunshine and 70s. It's going to be a mild weekend, too.
And providing real-time information about your children's school bus, the app some Hoosier families are now using as their kids head back to school. Live from Indy, you're watching 13 News. Good afternoon. We made it to Friday. It's 4 o'clock. I'm Dustin Grove.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. You're watching 13 News at 4.
We're going to get to those stories in just a moment. Plus, let's give you a live look downtown Indy. This is inside the convention center, where thousands of gamers have taken over the convention center and Lucas Oil Stadium, too. We are at Gen Con 2025, and coming up, our Emily Longnecker will show us all the fun taking place, and she's also going to be introducing us to some unique gamers.
Yeah.
That's the way she's describing them.
Well, I'm looking at some folks in costume.
Oh, absolutely. That's part of it.
dress.
That's part of it.
Having a time getting the full experience.
That's right. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Right now, though, as we mentioned, it's opening day for the Indiana State Fair. You could not ask for better weather.
You
could ya?
literally could not
No.
ask. I mean, you could ask, but you should not ask. And Angela said, don't. Okay.
Don't think
ask.
about it.
Okay, so our Ella Rhodes, who did not ask, went out for the first day of festivities. Ella, what did you find? What'd you run into? Who'd you see?
Oh my goodness. Well, there's just so many people out here, you guys, for opening day of the fair. And I just want to walk you through some of this, because one of the things I feel like a lot of people come to the fair for is the food. And there's just so many options. There's actually over 40 new items that you can try here at the fair this year. Super exciting stuff. You have plenty of your fried food options, of course, the classics. And look at this, onion rings, broccoli, mushrooms, zucchini. If you need to get your vegetables in, okay, don't worry. Tell your parents you're getting your greens. You're still getting that part of the food pyramid. There's healthy options at the fair as well, you guys. There's also some vegan options. There's just so many different foods you can really choose from. As you can see, this whole row is just full of food. I know some of the classics include your chicken wings and your turkey legs and all of that really yummy good stuff. I personally am craving a corn dog, so I will have to get a corn dog for my dinner tonight. And of course, you have wonderful lemonade. That's always a fair classic. You get parched at the fair, guys, so you definitely need to cool off a bit, but it is a beautiful day to be out at the fair, so hopefully you're not sweating too much. And now we have some Italian options. You might be in Indiana, but there is plenty of Italian food. But you could try pickle pizza, guys. Personally, I don't know if that is for me. But hey, some people really love pickles and they might really love pizza. So now you can combine them both. So just so much to really choose from. There's just so many people at the fair. Someone I also talked to earlier today said they haven't missed the fair in 13 years. So they were happy to make it to opening day. So just a lot of joy, a lot of people out and about, ready for the next few days at the fair for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tradition for a lot of families.
And look, the crowd looks so good. This would be a great time to go before, rush hour, folks get off, the weekend crowd. This now looks really, really perfect. Okay, Ella, I'll take a turkey leg.
And the honey bun burger.
The honey bun burger.
And the pickle fried Oreos as well. No?
Bring those for
Perfect, I'm
Dustin.
taking notes.
Yeah,
Okay.
bring those for Dustin.
All right.
I'll take a funnel cake, a lemonade. What's the shake up lemonade?
You better just write it down and email it
Lemonade
to me,
shake
okay?
up.
I know, I'm gonna start typing real fast.
All right, Ella. Hey, we'll talk back with you again at 5 and 6. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself.
Okay,
There we go.
You had to have been kidding about the pickle Oreo.
No, they really do have pickle fried Oreos.
No, but do you really want that? Would you
Sure,
eat
I
that?
love pickles. Absolutely. And that pizza she talked about not only has the pickles, but they also have ranch and bacon on it. And jalapeno, I think. Yeah.
So we will stick with the lemon shake up. Okay. That is or ice cream. We're classic here. We don't try to do too much.
Just perfect weather, though. I mean, really.
I don't know if you saw. Temperatures, yes, but from our sky camera,
Yeah.
it does look a little hazy. And that was some of the smoke that Lindsay and I were talking about over the last 24 hours. And really, that's the only weather issue as we look ahead to the weekend. So we will take you outside where temperatures are in the 70s. And from time to time, the sky will look a little smoky or a little hazy. We have 77 in Crawfordsville, 77 Brown County, and 76 degrees in Noblesville. Boy, boy, it is going to be, we were just talking about this, a spectacular evening if you have outdoor plans. Of course, Band Day continues at the State Fair as opening day continues. We have concerts. We have Symphony on the Prairie, Chris Stapleton at Ruoff. Temperatures will be in the 70s. And once the sun goes down, we're going to be in the 60s during the late evening hours and eventual low temperatures in the 50s, kind of a crisp start to the weekend. An overnight low of 54 in Kokomo, 58 Indianapolis, 59 Bloomington, and 56 degrees in Richmond. Dew point temperatures, 40s and 50s. All of that hot, humid air is now south of the Ohio River. We can definitely feel that weather pattern change. Also south and east of the Ohio River is where we find the showers and thunderstorms. None of that headed our way. If you are headed to Colts Camp to kick off the weekend tomorrow, clear and mild early morning temperatures, upper 50s, low 60s. It is salute to service tomorrow, and the rest of the weekend close to 80 with lots of sunshine.
All righty, Miss Angela, thank you so much. Okay, we've all been talking about getting back to school, and IPS students actually go back Monday. And if your kid will be riding the bus, you want to listen up, because the First View app, which allows you to track them when they're on their bus, just got an update. Brandon Schaff joins us with a look at what's new.
The first day of school in IPS is just around the corner, and for parents that want to keep an eye on their kids as they're on their bus routes, there's an app with enhanced features where they can do it.
Parents who use the First View app will find new features for this school year. There are enhanced security features to limit who can track students, updates to bus routes in real time, and distance-based GPS tracking. The app is made by First Student Inc. Senior Location Manager Matthew Keene said that IPS is one of their largest customers in the country. Thousands in the district used the app daily last year. He explained how parents can stay informed while their kid is on the school bus.
As the bus gets closer to the bus stop, the parents will then receive alerts through the app and through text messaging and emails that the bus is now approaching the stop.
Coming up, we'll talk more about how this app allows a safe way for parents and anyone that they give permission to track these students as they're on those bus routes. Reporting in West Indianapolis, Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
A Hancock County man made his first court appearance this morning on charges that he was driving drunk and killed a woman in a crash last weekend.
Our Rich Nye takes us inside the courtroom and shares what we know about the victim.
32-year-old Alexander Ray is charged with causing death when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, reckless homicide, and conversion. He pleaded not guilty, and his bond was set at $100,000 cash. Court records say that Ray was driving a Ford Mustang west on State Road 234 last Saturday, about 6:45 p.m., when he collided with a car driven by 76-year-old Linda Hargrove at the intersection of County Road 675 East. Hargrove died instantly.
There are car parts all over this yard. The victim's car split into two pieces, one landing here, the other in that cornfield behind me.
Court records say that Ray admitted he drank 2 Miller Lights and 2 Twisted Teas before taking the Mustang for a drive.
We believe he was intoxicated in excess of the legal limit in the state of Indiana. We're waiting on some more things to come through to make sure we have everything correct, but we believe that the amount of alcohol that he had consumed was in excess of 0.08, and that's why we filed the charges the way that we have.
Hargrove's funeral began at the same time Ray appeared in court for her death. No trial date was set. He is due back in court August 20th. Tonight at 5 o'clock, why the prosecution says Ray was not supposed to be driving the Mustang. In Hancock County, Rich Nye, 13 News.
All right, we'll continue to follow that case. And tonight, the Fever taking on the Wings at the American Airlines Center down in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark is still out, though, with a groin injury. Tip-off is at 7:30. Eli Gain will join us live at 5 with more on the Fever. And as always, we're your local home for the Fever. The next game on Channel 13 is a late one, though. It's this Tuesday, August 5th. The Fever play the Sparks in LA. Tip-off is at 10 p.m.
Ooh.
Our time.
It is a late one.
I know, I know. But we'll make it. We'll hold hands and cheer on the Fever together.
Put on the coffee. Looking ahead, here's a cool opportunity. Runners in next year's 500 Festival Mini Marathon can make race day even more meaningful.
Yeah, well, 3 special mini marathon challenges are now open for registration. The Employee Wellness Challenge, which allows businesses and organizations to promote health and team spirit. The Badge Match Challenge, which brings together teams of 4 to 7 members of police, fire, EMS, and other agencies across the state. They compete against one another. And then the Mini with a Meaning Challenge allows you to raise awareness for a nonprofit that's close to your heart. So we have details on how to sign up at WTHR.com/scene-on-13. But, you know, everybody has their reason for running, which is cool.
Yeah,
It's
already
inclusive.
talking about it too. Plenty of time to train.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me?
I'm looking right at you.
Don't look at me. I'm already training.
Okay. Alicia's always training.
I've been running around after a toddler.
So you're
Yeah.
ready.
Don't put so much pressure on
Okay.
me.
All right.
Yeah. Help a sister out. Pray for me.
I'm here for you.
All right, we have much more ahead coming up on 13 News at 4.
Including an interesting study on rent prices here in Indy and other large cities across the country. Emily's got a fun assignment today.
A sold-out crowd at this year's Gen Con. I'm Emily Longnecker at the Indiana Convention Center, and a crowd of 75,000 people. You never know who you're going to meet. Coming up, we'll show you some of the people we've been hanging out with.
And what great weather for all the visitors to Indianapolis this weekend. Cooler night in the 50s. I'll have the rest of your weekend forecast.